Hello everyone, how are you? How are you all today? You have answered Cardi B's belly? Sweetie, if your name is decided. You're claiming it's not yours, sweetie. In addition, he is now on a media tour, talking about how he would never get married, and telling men to wait they have enough money for what? While also being furious, frightened, afraid, and angry. For some of Cardi's, aren't you suing her? Offset has formally spoken out over the Cardi B baby rumors, so let's get started. Now hey, you all watched the video. You all have seen Card's stomach. There's something happening. And even if Colin is the world's greatest stylist and incredibly imaginative with proportions and lines, please stop. All right. Okay. And if that's the case, I congratulate Cardi. She received money. She adores her kids. She is a wonderful mother. Having children is a blessing. She deserves congratulations. Well done. Correct. But pay attention to this. They said that Offset made a statement following the rise of internet speculations that Cardi B could be expecting again. Once more, what? Who made these rumors? Cardi and her tummy in every ensemble? The exception of her tummy, she is the same size throughout. In any case, even though she publicly said that she is not pregnant, she curses every kid and claims that she is lying. Well, all right. Anyway, Offset actually shouted, "It's not mine," as he leaped into the comments. Wonderful, wonderful, terrific. First of all, isn't 3 children a demon enough time? Offset has been all over social media for a man who claims he doesn't care, even if he claimed it wasn't his. He has been attempting to make fun of Cardi B, making jokes about her, and doing whatever he can to get attention on social media and in comments left by others. Cardi B said, "Don't you have a tour or an album to do?" while claiming to be busy getting her money off. "That's not mine, baby," he said. However, the thing that truly made me laugh is what I want to discuss with you. He claims he won't get married again once he declares the baby isn't his. And he advises other guys to do the same, adding, "Wait, you get that money." Pay attention to his words. He said that he had no interest in getting married again, asked him if he would ever get married again. "Nah, it's not for me," he said. "I've completed it. I have 3 children had it." Additionally, keep in mind that there were allegations that fraternity testing was also a thing, which was the most ridiculous thing imaginable, regardless of its veracity. The paternity test resulted in Al is the father. Since he said, "I've done it," had 3 children with it, the mission has been accomplished. Due to the fact that you would never want to be like happily ever after marriage. Like, "This is my chick for eternity," or whatever Offset shook his head and added, "Everything is temporary." Now, let me ask you something. Offset will always be a poisonous king, in my opinion, and I believe that only the future is above. How did you deceive, cheat, embarrass, and engage in mind games? Cardi B had many outbursts from you, expressing her anger, sadness, depression, wrath, hope, melancholy, and sad emotions all at once. Every 3rd Sunday, you had this woman whose team basically got her to check herself into a 5,150 hold. You also have the audacity to assert that everything is transient, as if you weren't directly responsible for your marriage's default. On the surface, it appears like Cardi B is a New York Latina, although I may be mistaken. I'm going to say New York Dominican now. A Latina woman from New York, her race is Afro-Caribbean. Cardi B Offset. Offset would never have left that man if she had simply calmed down. Afro-Caribbean Latina heritage from New York. The culture exists regardless of who she is. You understand what I mean? They stay with their husbands and were reared in the Bronx. He was walling off so much that she abandoned him. All right, get this please? He said, "No, I'll tell you, don't get married." When asked if he would ever advise marriage, he is the issue. If you have a partner, that's different, in my opinion, unless you're okay with changing your life, particularly when it's written down and authentic. You're upset because your wife was upset with you because you had girlfriends. Furthermore, unless you're comfortable with altering your life, don't get married. When you were married, for example, why do you behave as though you understand why certain men make me laugh? The fact that they have no idea what marriage means, the way they asked the lady to marry him after they were married, and recall how he repeatedly begged Cardi to return after he was discovered cheating. Are you now attempting to pretend that you have no idea what marriage means? What? I had to be loyal to you. I have to be here 5 days a week to assist you with the kids, and I can't lie and be humble. What? When did it start? Who says? I must be devoted to you. What? They behave as though they have no idea what marriage is or what it involves. They also had the guts. They'd respond with, no, I would not say unless you're cool with changing your life. He said that the demands of being a rapper and marriage sometimes conflict. Your career is in decline. Therefore, unless you continue to run the streets of Atlanta, you won't have to worry about it anymore. Because, no, please don't take this the wrong way if you're a woman from Atlanta. However, there seems to be something in Atlanta's water that I'm not sure about. You guys are behaving as though this is the final train to Paris. Well, all right. It depends on how we move, she replied. As in, our career is a mess. It's simply difficult. While you're relocating, I won't advise you to get married. Hold off, you receive the money. I occasionally got to attend parties. I had to shut off. Along with them comes a career. At one point, all of the rap ninjas begged Cardi to stay with this dude. I understand his argument once more. Wait, you've resolved it before you settled down? Here's the problem though. Tweeting about cheating is one thing. And while I don't support cheating, what was stated was blatant disrespect. From the outside looking in, I would even argue that it appeared to be mental abuse. Settle down and become a decent man. It makes me think of how people say things like, yo, I'm not doing this for you, but I'll give you the moon when you're my wife. No. Because I'm not reliable if you can't even take me to IKEA, assist me in putting anything together, drive me to the grocery store, pick me up, or be there for me when I need to chat at 3 a.m. It implies that you will treat me similarly once I am officially married. It's natural to want to support and do such things for someone you like and click with. What am I saying? Not being famous won't lessen the amount of disrespect that Offset demonstrated in marriage. Even if you lose everything, you will still be cheating with the girl who works as a cashier at the Piggly Wiggly. Offset is furious as he sits up here. Nonetheless, Cardi looks like me, but the fact that she earned the money makes it very irrelevant, and we really need to decide if Steffon is a better option than Offset. Offset at least waited how many years to make fun of Cardi, so I'm not kidding. Cardi and Steffon had been involved in a fictitious relationship. Well, not fictitious. But someone claimed that their PR partnership may have materialized. It makes no difference whether it's real or not, doesn't matter. In the 6 months or year that you two have been dating, he has embarrassed you more than Offset did. The Tui people's side, women and strippers. How many pregnant ladies are there at once? Additionally, Cardi has returned to Offset. Oh no, I'm not sure. Do you believe they will reconcile? I hope not. Cardi feels as though she is at last free of them. However, to be free of someone who seemed to be really narcissistic to you, then to jump into that man's arms. And then to have to listen to your pathetic spouse talk about nothing. I wouldn't advise anyone to get married because he doesn't understand how American marriage works. As if to laugh at you, his mother and sister said, oh, you need to play your place because he got all the money. Card responds, oh well, but I received all the money. What's going on now? Like, what's going on right now? In any case, everyone is aware that we are anticipating a baby announcement either just before or even after Cardi's delivery. However, it appears that Lil Blossom is not the final child. In any case, cheers to Cardi and her family. Her insane And I sincerely hope that Steffon Diggs has been lying to us about everything. Particularly the claims that Cardi's boyfriend also purportedly had attractive boy pals. I'm not sure. Hopefully, none of it is true. In any case, please share your thoughts in the comments section. I'll speak with everyone later. Goodbye.